morning, my dear children. So, last classes, nearly 4 or 5 classes we discuss grammar, that is the adverbial clauses from the unit 3 after the journey lesson, and adverbial clauses, there is a topic that we have to learn. So, maximum we completed that. Maximum the adverbial clauses, if clause I completed as, since, and 2 more topics that that are left. So I will complete later that. So now from the same unit, reading B, once upon a time. Once upon a time, that's a poem. Here, if you observe the title, Once Upon a Time, it indicates or it describes a past habitual action. Once upon a time, once there was a, one day. So when you find these words, the actions is already happened. Once upon a time, this was happened. One day, this was happened. Once there was a, this was happened. Like this, when you see these words, automatically you have to remember that the things are already happened in the past. So that's why this is called past habitual action. Past habitual action. Here the writer Gabriel Vaccaro. You have to remember the writer's name also, the poet names also, right? Gabriel Vaccaro. So some people, even they don't know the exact spelling of the writer. If you write wrongly spelled word about the poem, definitely you will lose the marks, and you have to learn this spelling also, writer's name. So he is an African poet. Before I start this poem, and let me give some information about the poet. Gabriel Vaccaro is an African poet. He was born in 1921 in Nigeria. He was an African poet. He was born in the year 1921, and especially in African continent, in Nigeria place he was born. He was educated at government college, Umuahia. So Umuahia is the name of the place. There he was educated in government college. His parents were not rich. So Gabriel Vaccaro's parents were not rich, and he was educated in government college, not just like in private college. He worked as a book binder and later as an information officer at Enugu. So here he worked as a book binder. So after you buy some of the books, and some people they used to buy these, bind the books because it should be very strong. So that was binding. And later he was an information officer at Enugu. He also wrote a plays and features of broadcasting, and became poet of outstanding ability. He also wrote plays in the sense here dramas, okay, and features of some broadcasting, and became a poet outstanding ability. His poems appeared regularly in Black Orpheus. He has also written a novel called Voice. ఇతను ఒక నావెల్ పోయెట్ ప్లేసే కాదు, సబ్ పోయిమ్స్ రాశాడు. ఆ పోయిమ్స్ మాత్రమే కాదు, ఒక నావెల్ కూడా రాశాడు. అదేంటంటే వాయిస్, VOICE, వాయిస్. That's about. So the poem is about once upon a time. Here in this poem, the speaker is the poet. Here the speaker is the poet. Gabriel Vaccaro. So he was an African poet. So, see, Once Upon a Time is a poem. It describes about the poet's past activities, how the people were in the past. So, in this poem, the poet clearly describes us between the difference between the present and the past. How the people behave in the present, how the people were in the past. Behave in the sense their attitude, the way they receive, and totally their personality. Personality in the sense not the physical personality, the way they behave, the way they receive, the way they talk, that is called personality. So in this poem, Once Upon a Time, he wants to, and Gabriel Vaccaro, so he wants to give us clearly between the two generations and the two times, that is present and the past. How the people were in the present, how the people were in the past. Right. In this poem, the poet is a speaker and the poet is being asked his son. The poet's son. The conversation between the poet and his son. That's all. No other person is in this poem. Let us begin our stanzas. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth. But now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block cold eyes, search behind my shadow. I repeat this stanza once, all of you see that. Once upon a time, son, they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes, but now they only laugh with their teeth, while their eyes block cold eyes, search behind my shadow. The tone of the poem, here the tone of the poem or the theme of the poem or the central idea of the poem anaga. So there are three names. Tone ante mana voice kaadu, central idea anna లేదా central theme anna, tone anna, మూడు ఒకటే. ఒక్కొక్కసారి ఈ పోయి స్టాంజా ఇచ్చి స్టాంజా చివరన ఒక క్వశ్చన్ అడగడానికి అవకాశం ఉంది. అదేంటంటే వాట్ ఈస్ ద టోన్ ఆఫ్ ద పోయం అని. సో ద టోన్ ఆఫ్ ద పోయం ఈజ్ evil, satirical and hypocrisy. Evil situations and satirical poem. At the same time, there was an hypocrisy. There was an hypocrisy. That is called the theme of the poem. That is the central of the poem. And here, let us discuss the stanza. Once upon a time, son. దానిని మనకు అర్థమయ్యే భాషలో చెప్పుకోవాలంటే son, once upon a time they used to laugh with their hearts. Hearts in the sense కనిపించే హార్ట్ కాదు, heartful laugh. Heartful laugh. Son, once upon a time they used to laugh with their hearts and laugh with their eyes also. ఫస్ట్ 3 లైన్స్ లో చాలా చాలా వాస్ట్ మీనింగ్ ఉంది మై డియర్ చిల్డ్రన్. That means the people are, they refers to the people who are in the past generation, who live in the past time, and they are the people are called, they are innocent people. They don't have any hypocrisy. They are not cruel people. The people who are living in the past, they are not cruel people. They laugh with their hearts because they are very innocent. They are innocent. Their innocence, because their innocence, they laugh with their heart and laugh with their eyes also. Next 3 lines చూస్తే కనుక ఈ 3 lines కు ఆపోజిట్ టు లాస్ట్ 3 lines ఉన్నాయి చూడండి. బట్ ఎప్పుడైతే ఇక్కడ బట్ అనే వర్డ్ ఉపయోగించాడో, చిల్డ్రన్ లిసన్, బట్ అనేది ఎప్పుడైతే ఈ వర్డ్ ఉపయోగించాడో, దట్ మీన్స్ హియర్ యూ టర్న్ తీసుకుని ఇట్లా వెళ్తూ ఉండగా ఇలా యూ టర్న్ తీసుకోవటం అంటే ఇక్కడ నుంచి ఇక్కడ ముందుకు వెళ్ళడానికి లేదు, మరలా యూ టర్న్ తీసుకుని అంటే నెగటివ్ మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది. నెగటివ్ మీనింగ్ వస్తుంది, గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. ఎప్పుడైతే బట్ అని ఉపయోగించాడో అక్కడ అప్పటి వరకు పాజిటివ్ గా వెళ్తున్న దాన్ని తిరిగి వెనక్కి తీసుకోవడం, దట్ ఈస్ నెగటివ్, తిరిగి రివర్స్ రావడం. ఇప్పటి వరకు పోయేట్ ఏం చెప్పాడంటే, once upon my dear son, once upon a time they used to laugh with their hands and laugh with their eyes అని చెప్పాడు. అంతవరకు బాగానే ఉంది. బట్ ఫోర్త్ లైన్ లో చూస్తే, అదే స్టైల్లో ఫోర్త్ లైన్ చూస్తే బట్ అని ఉపయోగించాడు. కానీ అంటే there was a negative meaning, there was a negative sense that we have to understand. See, but now they only laugh with their teeth. చూసారా, పైనేమో హార్ట్ఫుల్ గా లాపారు, పైన 3 lines లో the people are very innocent, that's why they laugh with their hearts and eyes. But now they laugh with their teeth only, not with heart. Why? Their eyes block all cold eyes. Eyes block cold eyes. దీనికి మీనింగ్ చెప్తాను. That means expressionless eyes. So examination point of view, what does the meaning of this eyes block cold eyes అని అడుగుతాడు. Right, eyes blocks, you know, they are very solid. ఐస్ బ్లాక్స్ మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా చూసారండి? చూసే ఉంటారు. ఐస్ బ్లాక్స్ నీటన్నిటిని -0 degrees, -100 degrees కనుక చేస్తే ఆ వాటర్ అంతా కూడా ఐస్ గా బ్లాక్స్ గా తయారైపోతుంది. సో వీటిని ఏమన్నా ఐస్ బ్లాక్స్ అన్నాము. కోల్డ్ ఐస్, దట్ మీన్స్ ద ఐస్ ఆర్ బికమ్ కోల్డ్ బట్ ద tears became block. That means ఈ కళ్ళలో ఎటువంటి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్స్ ఉండవు. సంతోషం ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయలేము, ఐ మీన్ గ్లాడ్ ని మనం ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయలేము, రిజాయిస్ మనం ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయలేము, సారోని ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయలేము, మన ప్యాథటిక్ కండిషన్ మనం ఎక్స్ప్రెస్ చేయలేము. అటువంటి సిచ్యువేషన్ ఏమంటామంటే ఐస్ బ్లాక్ కోల్డ్ ఐస్, విచ్ మీన్స్ ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్లెస్ ఐస్. ఎటువంటి ఎక్స్ప్రెషన్ ఉండదు. రైట్, see, while their eyes block cold eyes, search behind my shadow. Search behind my shadow. See, once upon a time, my dear son, they used to laugh. They refers to the past people. You have to remember. They refers to people who are in the past. Okay, or they are innocent. They are very innocent people. And now the people are not. The present people. Okay? The present people. Here in the people, those who are in the past, they are innocent, they laugh with their heart and with their eyes. But in the present, they laugh with their teeth. Not heartful laugh. And at the same time, they laugh, and at the same time, they search behind my shadow. That means, whether I was a wealthy person. The people are giving, now the people are giving importance to the material. Material in the sense, money, property, wealth. If I had a lot of wealth, if I had a lot of money or wealth or any fame, people used to come definitely. That is the present society position. If I don't have the money, people don't come to me. And even they feel shy to receive me sometimes. Here, these people are hypocrisy. బయటకు ఒకటను లోపల ఒకటను బయటకు ఉండేది ఒకటి. వాట్ ఏమంటే హిపోక్రసీ. దిస్ ఈస్ అందుకని ఇక్కడ పోయేది ఏం చెప్తానంటే సన్ వన్స్ అపాన్ ఏ టైం దే యూజ్డ్ టు లాఫ్ విత్ దేర్ హార్ట్స్. అంటే వన్స్ అపాన్ ఏ టైం when I was a child, now the poet became old. We can understand. The people became selfish. The people, now the present people, they became selfish. They used to give only, they use importance to only the money and material property or the wealth. Not give importance to the relationships. And also, suppose if they receive, they also search behind my shadow. That means, now venake antundi, how much I have, the wealth. That is the meaning of the first stanza, my dear children. So, దానిలో మీరు కొత్తగా ఐడెంటిఫై చేసిన ఐస్ బ్లాక్ కోల్డ్ ఐస్ అని అడుగుతాడు. సో ఈ పోయం లో క్వశ్చన్స్ ఏంటంటే who is the speaker అని అడుగుతాడు. The speaker is the poet or the Gabriel O'Carroll. Who is speaking to whom? The speaker is speaking to his son. That is another question. What does the meaning of the ice block called ice? Ante that is meaning ఏంటంటే expressionless ice. How are the people in the past? They are innocent and they love with their heart. How are the people in the present? So they are hypocrisy and they are very selfish people. అనేది డిఫరెంట్ టైప్ ఆఫ్ క్వశ్చన్స్ రావడానికి ఈ స్టాంజాల నుంచి అవకాశం ఉంది. సో ప్లీజ్ నోట్ ఇట్ డౌన్.